people talk about Bulgaria, many imagine a cheap country in Eastern Europe, but the truth is more nuanced. And financially more interesting than most think. Today, you can live in Bulgaria for under 1,000 euros per month. That sounds attractive, but is it really an opportunity, or are there hidden trade-offs? After the collapse of communism in the 1990s, Bulgaria had to rebuild almost its entire economic system. Moving from a centralized state model to a free market economy was not smooth. Rapid privatizations, factory closures, rising unemployment. The transition reshaped the country in deep ways that are still visible today. Even now, despite modern highways, renovated city centers, and European investment funds, Bulgaria faces structural challenges: corruption, income inequality, and significant brain drain toward Western Europe. But reducing Bulgaria to its problems would be a mistake. I spent time here to understand something simple. Does the low cost of living truly translate into a better life?
All around you, I will be here. Don't
Let's talk numbers. In Sofia, renting a decent one-bedroom apartment can cost between 400 and 600 euros per month. Outside the capital, prices can drop closer to 300 euros. A couple can spend roughly 300 to 400 euros monthly on groceries. Public transportation in the capital costs less than 30 euros per month. Compare that to France, Germany, or the Netherlands, where maintaining a similar lifestyle can easily require between 1,500 and 2,000 euros per month. That difference changes everything, especially for digital entrepreneurs, retirees, or remote workers earning Western income. Bulgaria's currency, the lev, is pegged to the euro, which provides monetary stability. Since joining the European Union in 2007, the country has benefited from development funds that modernized infrastructure and supported business growth. Geographically, Bulgaria sits at a strategic crossroads between Europe and Asia. It borders Romania, Greece, North Macedonia, Serbia, and Turkey, making it an important transport and logistics hub in the region. Foreign companies, particularly in technology and manufacturing, have invested here, attracted by skilled labor and competitive operating costs. Yet, Bulgaria is more than an economic calculation. Its history stretches from Roman ruins to medieval fortresses and Ottoman architecture. Each era left visible marks across the country. Nature is equally diverse. Along the Black Sea coast, you find long beaches. In winter, mountain resorts offer skiing. Between them lie forests, lakes, and hiking trails that remain far less crowded than in Western Europe. Outdoor sports, hiking, cycling, skiing, kayaking, are accessible and affordable. Cultural traditions remain strong, expressed through folk music, traditional dances, and colorful regional costumes. These traditions reflect centuries of layered influences shaped by geography and history. And then there is the food. Banitsa, a savory pastry filled with cheese. Tarator, a cold yogurt and cucumber soup perfect for summer. Shopska salad, tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, and local white cheese. Simple dishes, generous portions, and prices that often surprise visitors from Western Europe. My personal view, Bulgaria is still in transition. It has progressed significantly since the 1990s, but inequality and poverty remain real issues. However, for someone strategic, a remote worker, a retiree, or an investor, it can offer a lower cost base inside the European Union, with growing infrastructure and improving urban quality of life. There's another aspect people often ask about when considering living in Bulgaria: relationships and dating. Let's approach this honestly and realistically. If you're thinking about moving here long term, social integration matters, and relationships are part of that equation. From my personal experience, dating in Bulgaria feels different from Western Europe. Not better, not worse. Different. Bulgarian women tend to value stability, education, and long-term seriousness more openly than in many Western countries. Conversations about work, future plans, and financial stability often come earlier. That surprised me at first. And this connects directly to economics. In a country where average salaries are lower than in Western Europe, financial security carries weight. If you are earning a Western income while living in Bulgaria, that difference is noticeable, socially and psychologically. But here's something important. This is not about money attracting people. It's about perceived stability. I notice that respect matters more than display. Showing off rarely works. Being consistent does. Another cultural difference I experienced. Communication can be more direct. There's less small talk, more depth quickly. Education levels among younger urban women are high, especially in cities like Sofia. Many speak excellent English. That changes the dynamic completely compared to stereotypes people might have. However, I also learned something critical. If you move here thinking life will be easy because of economic differences, you will fail socially. Bulgarian women are not naive. They are used to foreigners coming with unrealistic expectations. Authenticity matters. One evening in Sofia, I had a long conversation with someone who told me something very clear. If you move here, move because you like the country, not because you think it's cheap. That stuck with me. Dating here is not transactional. It's culturally grounded. Family values remain strong. Long-term orientation is common, and social circles are tight. Trust builds slowly. From a practical perspective, your lifestyle matters. If you live in the capital, work remotely, speak English, and integrate into social activities, gyms, language exchanges, co-working spaces, your experience will be completely different from someone staying isolated in tourist areas. And again, economics play a role. Because the cost of living is lower, you can afford more experiences. Restaurants, weekend trips, mountain resorts, seaside travel. That improves your overall social life, which indirectly affects dating opportunities. But here's my honest advice. If your only motivation is it's cheaper and women are more traditional, you are looking at it the wrong way. If your motivation is lower cost of living, European infrastructure, strategic location, cultural depth, and you're open to genuine connection, then your experience can be positive. For me, Bulgaria felt balanced. Not flashy, not chaotic, not artificial, just real. And in many ways, that realism defines both the country and the relationships you build here. In the next episodes, we continue exploring the Balkans, a region full of contrasts and unexpected realities. If you're interested in discovering places that combine economic opportunity with cultural depth, stay with us. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to support the journey.